Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Jeff's Musical Car. I have one of my very first guests back with me today. Rock and roll pumps through his veins, and I'm very happy to have him back. Steve LeBlanc, thanks for coming.
Oh, I'm happy to be here. Always a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, so we're gonna do a special song today. It's actually one that I worked with you on for the video. Can you give us a bit of the background about what this song's about and
Sure.
maybe about the video that accompanies it?
I wrote the song years ago, and I never actually recorded it because it was a folk tune and it never really fit any of the rock and roll stuff I did. But this song is really, I call it a maritime song. It's like an East Coast sort of vibe song, and it was inspired by the Titanic. I was fascinated with that since I was a kid, and I called it Lifeboat number 5. It's from the point of view of being in a lifeboat and watching the ship sink, which I know is very dark, but that's my vision of the whole disaster. And it was cool. Last year we got to collaborate on a video together, kind of like a making of the recording of that song, which I've never released except on YouTube. Never released it on an album. And it's really pleased with this song. For me, it's probably one of the best songs I've written, which is ironic that I've never really recorded it officially. You'd think I would have jumped at this chance, but you know what? I mean, I don't know. It's very strange. I'm really close to the song, and maybe it's very selfish, but maybe I'm just keeping it for me. I don't know. I'm not sure.
And the timing is perfect because when you guys are watching this on YouTube for the first time, I'm releasing it the week of the actual disaster. So.
Yeah, exactly. Titanic disaster is one of those things that I think never really, a lot of people are fascinated by that. And I often thought of that. It's like, why are people so fascinated? A lot of ships have sunk and planes have crashed and disasters have happened. But I think with the Titanic, it's more than just the ship sinking, and we're fascinated by that because they made a Halloween movie out of it. I think there's a little bit of a deeper story. It's kind of like Humpty Dumpty. It's one of those stories, except a real life one. I think what it is the fact of human complacency. Sorry, I have a hard time with that word. It's an example of us being too complacent with our capabilities and our technology, and it failing us. And I think that it's a lesson that is very valuable, and it's a lesson that we should never forget.
It holds true even.
It holds true now more than ever. And I mean, it could be put with a whole bunch of different things like relationships in our life, our finances, our jobs. There's a whole array of things that this disaster gives you a lesson in. And I think when I wrote the song, actually, I think maybe that's subconsciously what I was trying to portray in the song, I think. But it's funny because I wrote the song a long time ago, and it's only now, years later, that I kind of get the tune. It's funny like that when you write a song. Sometimes you write it, you think it's great, and people will ask you about it, and you'll have the surface story, but you don't realize that in there is something subconscious that drove you to write that song. It's interesting. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm excited to hear it again, and I can't wait to share it with everyone. So,
all right.
Lifeboat number 5.
All right. Here we go. April's night, cold, dark, wind cries, the white star is in the sky. Steamboat, ice flow, act of God, brittle steel in snow. Freezing in Lifeboat number 5 in the North Atlantic. Californian ship witnessed, steer clear from the ocean's mighty grip of a Royal Britain mail ship. The Titan's head is battered and sinking low. freezing in Lifeboat number 5 in the North Atlantic. Two, 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 two. As the stern points towards the sky, spinning, cracking, the first class safely waits, staring, glancing at sea-rich people trapped inside below. The unthinkable, the unsinkable, there she goes. Freezing in Lifeboat number 5 in the North Atlantic. Save our souls as we drift away. Save our souls as we slip away.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've heard it, so I was bringing
Yeah.
back all the memories.
Yeah,
And in the video too, if you check it out online, there's some images of the Titanic thrown in, and it really adds to the feel of the
Yeah,
song.
totally. I was really happy with that video. You guys should check it out if you haven't, because it's a really cool. It's a really cool little. It's kind of like a little mini documentary.
Bit of a tribute.
And it's really neat. I gotta say though, playing it in a moving car with all the bumps on New Brunswick roads is challenging.
It is.
The roads are horrible.
Yeah,
horrible.
that's what spring's all about, I guess.
That's right. Yeah, exactly.
So I will leave a link to the video in the description. So I recommend everyone go click on it and check it out. It's really cool to see the behind the scenes stuff and hear the studio version of it. And
Yeah.
I thank you for coming along and playing the car rendition and the my version of my musical Titanic.
There you go. Thanks very much, Jeff. Always a pleasure. Anytime, man.
No problem. So
Right
that's
on.
it for this episode of Jeff's Musical Car with Stephen LeBlanc. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
See ya.